What's going on, guys? Nick here from Quack Rack. Today we are going to walk through the installation of one of our front racks. So after unboxing, you're going to find three different components. You're going to find the tray, the front rack tray itself with the H bracket. I'm going to flip this around and show you guys with the H bracket pre-installed and two cage brackets, a driver side and a passenger side, and they will be labeled with a D and a P. So after you've made sure you have all the necessary components, the rack system component, tray, H bracket pre-connected, driver side and passenger side cage brackets with the necessary hardware, the first step we're gonna do is install the cage bracket to the machine itself. So as you can see, we're installing the driver side cage bracket. Now this particular cage bracket is to fit a CanAm Defender. There are slight variations in between makes and models, so it's slightly different for Polaris, Yamaha, Kawasaki, and so on and so forth, but generally speaking, super easy attachment, no drilling required. It's a direct bolt-on cage bracket, bolt on the driver's side and the passenger side using the ROPS system. Once we've got the driver's side done, we're gonna go over to the passenger side, install that, and then it'll be time to move to the next step of installing the tray, attaching the tray to the cage brackets themselves. So once your front rack is rested up here on the front bumper, it's time to attach the tray to the cage brackets. So you're gonna find a hole on the front of the cage bracket and on the back of the tab on the front rack tray itself. Line those two holes up and secure them together just using the provided hardware. The hardware that you're gonna have is a bolt, two metal flat washers, a nylon washer, and a lock nut. I do wanna point this out, it's very important in the functionality and the use of our Quick Connect swivel design that the hardware is put in correctly. So starting from the outside going in, it'll be bolt, metal flat washer in between the tab on the back of the tray and the cage bracket itself. You're gonna wedge in the nylon washer in there. What that's gonna do is create an anti-friction swivel point. So if you need to utilize the quick connects right here, undo them and fold the rack up to get access to underneath your hood in the field. Super easy, you're not scratching the rack and there's zero friction. It hinges very easy. Then continue to work our way in. You'll have a flat washer and then obviously the lock nut to secure everything down. On this particular model, this is a CanAm Max HD8. So there might be a little tweaking. We recommend installing everything kind of hand tight, starting with the cage brackets and also connecting the tray to the cage brackets themselves, and then you can adjust accordingly, right? So you can come in, this one's pretty level, but at times you might be off. So you can come in, make tweaks, and then tighten all your hardware down. So once you've used the provided hardware to fasten the front rack tray to the cage bracket itself, do a 1-through on everything, cage bracket hardware, tray and cage bracket hardware, make sure everything is fastened down, tight and appropriate. And the last step, and probably the easiest one in this entire process, is come in here, tension down, and lock in your rubber tube clamps, and you are good to go. The product is ready for use. Again, something to always check out. These racks are designed to sit just about as level as possible. Just make sure that you can look down the line and it is level. Again, you have a little bit of adjustability, a little bit of play within here. All these fronts are designed for the OEM round tube bumpers. So obviously there's gonna be variations in aftermarket bumpers, something you'll just have to bring to us at the point of purchase and we can probably adjust accordingly. But yeah, that's basically it. It's very simple. Tray, two cage brackets. The cage brackets get attached to the cage. The tray then gets attached to the cage brackets. You fasten all provided hardware down. Last step is tension your rubber tube clamps and you are ready for use. We appreciate it, guys. So next we're gonna talk about the Elite Series front rack. Super simple. Installation-wise of the rack system itself, nothing changes. There's just a couple additional steps. With our Elite Series, obviously, Elite Series notates integrated LED lighting system, so you will receive the entire rack system with two 4-inch single row, ultra wide, close quarter wide distance LED driving lights, and they're just to be drop mounted as you can see. So they get drop mounted up underneath the tray. It comes with all the necessary bracketry already pre-connected, so it's very, very simple. The hole is already drilled through the rack, so you just back this nut off, get up underneath here, run the bolt, secure it with a washer and a nut, and you're good to go. Obviously, there is gonna be some light wiring involved, so generally how we like to do it is just to connect both the lights together, route it to a power source, route it to a switch, and you're good to go. So that is the extra step or two that you're gonna have to take for the Elite Series. Again, everything comes pretty bulletproofed. From a mounting standpoint, light standpoint, they'll come in 2 separate boxes, install them on the rack, and you're good to go.